to be narrated as the first few seconds of the video. You're about to witness a story that's more than just ghosts and shadows. It's about love, regret, and the terrifying price of silence. If you've ever left something unsaid, if you've ever closed a door hoping to forget, she's still waiting. In that room. Waiting for you. Don't forget to like this video if you love emotional horror that stays with you. And hit subscribe so you never miss a chilling tale again. She waits in the bedroom. There's something about old houses that makes memories cling to them like dust in the air. You clean. You rearrange. You paint the walls. But somehow, the past still seeps through the cracks. That's what Ayaan learned the day he returned to his childhood home. After 15 years of staying away, the house stood quiet at the edge of a forgotten hill in Murray, worn by snow and time. The gate creaked as he pushed it open. He hated that sound. It reminded him of the night he ran. The night everything changed. Ayaan was 32 now, a successful photojournalist, traveling the world, avoiding roots. But when his mother passed after a long illness, the house became his again. No siblings. No family. Just him. And the ghosts. Not the literal kind. At least, not yet. But the emotional kind. He hadn't spoken of Amna. Not in years. No one dared bring her up. The beautiful girl with the gentle voice who once shared that house with him. Who used to sing at night in the upstairs bedroom. His sister. His twin. Gone since she was 17. Vanished. They said she ran away. But Ayaan knew better. The house was silent when he stepped inside. The same faint scent of rose oil in winter. The same furniture, only dustier. He placed his bags down and climbed the old staircase, his hand hesitating as it brushed the rail where Amna used to balance as a child. He looked at the end of the hall. The door to her bedroom. Still shut. Still locked. He didn't unlock it that first night. Or the next. But he kept hearing something. A faint humming. Like a girl. Humming to herself in a low, haunting tune. Always coming from that room. Always at 2:33 a.m. Act 1. Unraveling threads. Ayaan tried to brush it off. Stress. Jet lag. His mother's death. Maybe a mouse. But the humming didn't stop. And then he found the old letters. In the attic, inside a box marked for Ayaan never open. Of course he opened them. They were Amna's diary entries. Scribbled notes. Half-burned pages. But they told a story he never knew. Of her depression. Of the way their father used to treat her, when no one was looking. Of secrets their mother never confronted. And of a boy, Rayhan, a name he'd never heard, whom she loved more than life, but who vanished a week before she did. I hear him in my sleep. But he's not calling my name anymore. He's screaming. Screaming from the lake. Ayaan doesn't notice. He never notices. But I forgive him. He's the only one who sees me without judging me. I just wish he'd say something. Anything. Each page stabbed him with guilt. Because the truth was he had noticed. The bruises. The crying. The way Amna kept her eyes down. But he was too young. Too scared. Too eager to protect the idea of a perfect family. So he did nothing. Act 2. The bedroom door. He opened the bedroom on the 5th night. The key had always been under the hallway lamp. Inside was untouched. A bookshelf with missing spines. The vanity mirror cracked in the corner. A music box shaped like a swan. And on the bed, neatly folded, Amna's favorite maroon shawl. It smelled of her. Still, that night he dreamed of her. Not as the bright-eyed twin from their childhood, but as something else. Pale. Hollow. Her lips quivered with the same melody he heard nightly. She said only one sentence. He's still here and so am I. He woke up with scratches on his forearm. From that day on, things escalated. Lights flickered. Doors slammed. A mirror cracked without cause. And each night the same humming. Now louder. More desperate. Act 3. The truth surfaces. He called an old neighbor, Madame Faiza. She had lived next door her whole life. When he mentioned the name Rayhan, she went silent. Rayhan was the servant's son. Quiet boy. Kept to himself. But your father hated him. Said he was stealing from the house. One day Rayhan disappeared. They said he ran off to Lahore. But I saw your father drag something through the garden that night. Something heavy. Ayaan couldn't breathe. He ran outside, dug beneath the willow tree where the roses never bloomed. 6 feet down he found bones. And beside them, a rusted necklace with Amna's initials. He wept for hours. For her. For Rayhan. For all the silence he'd let swallow the truth. Act 4. Redemption. He brought a local priest. Held a prayer. Lit incense. Opened the windows. Let light flood into the bedroom. But the humming still came that night. And at exactly 2:33, the mirror in her room shattered completely. Behind the shards, scrawled in faint letters. You saw me. But you stayed quiet. That night, he stayed in her room. He spoke to her. Not the ghost but his memory of her. Told her everything. How sorry he was. How scared he had been. How he'd never stopped thinking about her. And as he spoke, the room grew warmer. The air lighter. The humming faded. He fell asleep holding her diary. And in the morning, for the first time in weeks, no humming. Just silence. Peaceful. Soft. Ayaan didn't sell the house. Instead, he turned it into a shelter for runaway girls and abused teens. He named it Amna's place. He framed her diary and placed it on the wall at the entrance. Sometimes the loudest screams are silent. But if someone listens, they don't have to become ghosts. And every year, on July 7th, Amna's birthday, he sits by the bedroom window. The room is clean, bright, and he lights a candle. Not because he fears she's haunting it, but because now, she waits in the bedroom no longer. If this story touched you or gave you chills, hit that like button. It helps us bring more hauntingly human stories to your screen. And don't forget to subscribe for more horror with a heartbeat. Have you ever ignored a sign from someone close? Share your thoughts in the comments. We're listening.